What's up guys, and welcome to my PlayStation Plus challenge, 30 Platinum Trophies in 1 year. 30 Platinum Trophies 1 year, and every single game has to come from the PlayStation Plus catalogue. This is my PlayStation Plus challenge. This isn't about grabbing quick 5-second platinums. This is a challenge with strict rules to test my skill and my sanity over the next 365 days. This series will document every win, every failure, and every late night grind for that final collectible. But first, let's lay down the law. You can't have a real challenge without ground rules, so here they are. Rule number 1, I have to generally want to platinum the game. This is my shield against burnout and shovelware. This is about quality of the journey, not just racking up numbers. Rule number 2, every game has to start at 0% completion. I'll show my trophy list each time, proving I've never touched it before, so no head starts. Rule number 3, only platinums from the PlayStation Plus catalogue count. The game leaves the service, or I either have to clutch the platinum before it's gone, or I have to abandon it. And finally, rule number 4, no massive RPGs or 100+ hour epic game adventures. This rule keeps a good rhythm going and ensures we get to see a variety of games. So I also would like you guys to get involved. So 1 week before we start, I will put a poll up on my YouTube community section for you to decide what's next. And then once we get the next video out, I'll put another poll up ready for the next game. And there's one other thing before we start this challenge. There will be a forfeit if this doesn't work out. And the forfeit for me is I will have to platinum Fortnite, a game that could take up to or over 1,000 hours. And that is something I do not want to do. But a forfeit is a forfeit. What's up guys, and welcome to Echoes of the End. Now this game won the poll, so this is obviously the next game that we're going to play, and I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really up my street. Hack and slash, bit of puzzle in there, some really nice scenery, and a load of combat, which, you know me, I'm all for the combat. So this game has 45 trophies including the platinum. It should take roughly 25 to 30 hours to complete. Now this game also needs 2 playthroughs. So the first playthrough we'll do it on sort of the hardest difficulty, which is challenging. If we could pick up a couple of collectibles on the way, we'll do that, but we're just looking to solely get it done in challenging mode because there is a trophy tile behind it. Once we've done that, any miscellaneous or any collectibles that we've missed, we will go back and use the level selects to get those done. And then the final run will solely be for the completing the game in under 10 hours. And if there's any miscellaneous that we're going to do, which, you know, sort of coincides, he's not going to put too much time on that last playthrough, we'll get those done at the same time. So hopefully by the end of the game we'll have knocked everything out, and at the end of the 10-hour run we'll have dropped the platinum. So without further ado guys, let's sit back, relax, and let's get into it. I love the fact there's magic in it as well, right? And that is stay down, keep an enemy stunned for over 6 seconds.
Look out!
When they're down, stab a Glamori on its back. Oh, got thread the needle. It's 4 enemies with a single use of the sword throw. Now I'm a bit of a stickler for this. I don't know why I don't do it, but I just must forget its skills. I don't upgrade them at all. I think I played a game recently on stream. I didn't upgrade till I finished the game to do a second playthrough. So I made sure that this game, I definitely went through them, and when I was sort of searching through the upgrades and I finished the techniques, I grabbed a trophy. Now it's Master of Arms. Unlock every skill in the technique tree. Now so far on the platinum hunt and jumping over to get the trophies, I've never came across a trophy like this where you need to do one certain part of one mission to be able to unlock a trophy in a mission that is further on. And so we had to find a engraved ring in Act 4 to allow us to drop a trophy into Act 6. So to find this ring, we actually got a trophy for this as well, which is great. Just give us the little prompt that we needed, that, you know, when we get to chapter 6, we can actually get the trophy. So that is precious.
Oh, this looks
Find the
precious.
precious inscribed ring, and that is what we need for chapter 6. Oh, Explorer. Complete the optional statue puzzle. That is an unfortunate end. Shift an enemy into some menacing cogs. Right, so that's unmissable as well on this level. Well, it's not missable, you can do it after with the chapter select. It just saves a job, doesn't it? Strike. That all. Kill 3 enemies at once with a rending arc upgrade. Right. 2 birds. Kill 2 enemies with 1 use of shift.
Neat. Looks like we've done it.
Master
You really
Decoder.
are natural with the stuff.
Solve the cipher puzzle without hints. Now, Eobard is the first boss I came up against which has 2 phases, and I only thought this sort of existed in Souls-like games, but clearly not. Eobard is a very difficult boss, even on challenging, and what I thought made him difficult, or what I felt made him difficult, was that some of his movesets have the same animation, but could consist of 2 outcomes. So when I came to finally defeat him, it took quite a few tries, just solely because sometimes you have to sort of guess what he's going to do. But all in all, a great little fight.
What did you? Bow and be broken.
He's done the double again. No, I haven't pressed the button to do that one again. And now I've got no bloody mana. Get out of his way. Sit down.
Arise and give your lives once more. Ren! Now!
Nice. Now, upon defeating Eobard, we didn't get any trophies for that, which is strange, but we did get one for a miscellaneous one, which involved Eobard. Queen of the castle.
Thrones rarely are.
Sit on Eobard's throne.
Every living
fight
creature in
fire
this
with
mountain
fire.
feels something
Shift
bad
or
is
blast a snail into the lava. We would. Like a bloody hockey game, it. Now, for getting the ring in chapter 4, we came to the question mark in chapter 6 and tossed the ring into the volcano and locked the trophy that was tied with the 2 chapters. Lord of the Rin. Toss the inscribed gold ring into the volcano. He's going for a burden.
The lava
Put
is
another
still
shrimp
rising.
on the
We need to get
barbie.
higher up.
Shift 5 enemies into lava. Off they go. Kill 2 enemies at the same time by pushing them off the ledge. That is Master of Magic. Unlock every skill in the Vestige tree. We got there in the end.
There. Easy enough.
And that is barrel roll. Solve the barrel puzzle without using hints. That is multi kill. Kill 4 or more enemies with 1 use of vortex. Oh, got tag team. Shift enemies into Abram 10 times. Oh, right. Just clicked.
brilliant. You're getting a little unnervingly.
Now, we just finished another great puzzle, and these appear a lot in the game, and the puzzles, to be honest, are really good. I enjoyed pretty much every single one of them. There are a few collectible trophies, and on doing this puzzle, we got the last conversation, which also gave us a trophy.
So what sinks a city?
All these wonderful places.
Plural?
Find every
Yes.
optional conversation
Though the
spot
people
in the
who lived
world.
here wouldn't have called them that.
Right, so that's giant crab, giant enemy crab. Have a crab throw an object back at you.
Got it. Let's get back to the boat.
Master of Time. Open the final gate on the frozen lake without using hints. Surrounding enemies will be staggered and take moderate damage. Thank you. Right, so we just unlock Masters of Defense, unlock every skill in the Endurance tree. Now we've finally reached the final fight with Zora, and this is a 3-phase fight. So roughly 65, 50, 30% health left for her, and there's a little cutscene and it puts you into, this next phase. She's got the same movesets, but there are sometimes a little bit different. And to be honest, this is such a great fight. I've not had fights like this for a long time. I think the last time I've had fights as good as this was in Bayonetta. Even close, baby. Defeat any boss while you have less than 10% health remaining. Nice. Echoes of the End. upbeat echoes of the end. So much depth into these titles, I tell you. Cheers, Von Rambus. And then we also popped the trophy for defeating the game on challenging mode without changing the difficulty at any time or any point of the game.
I think it was important.
Right, off to a good start.
You okay, Rin?
Well, the first
I'm
jumping
fine.
section in the game.
Just a bit distracted.
So you...
Missed things.
Finally. There's a rope here we can use to swing across.
And that's
okay?
learning the ropes.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just hold on.
Well, the first rope jump.
You know, fall
Well, and then all of a sudden, my hips came back with a vengeance. I've always struggled with hips, but this time, it literally wiped us out. So we got the trophy, You Can't Fool Me. That was to find the illusion before you reveal it. And then we also got Powered Up, which is to find all resource upgrades. Following that, got Mr. Cyan Scholar. That was to find all journal entries. And then when I came to these enemies, I got the trophy Having a Blast, to kill 3 enemies in one blast. Now, one of the trickiest trophies there is to defeat Eobard without taking any damage. So we got Viewed Blackened, defeat Eobard without taking any sort of damage. And then I got the trophy for unlocking every skill in the companion tree, and that was called Master of Friendship. Once unlocking all skills, I then was able to get the trophy A Friend Indeed, to have Abram save you from death. And then using chapter select on the first mission, got a Ceruvian Skewer, and that's to perform a follow-up attack after shifting an enemy towards a ring. Now this one was a bit tricky to find, but this is on chapter 4, and this is called Pond Surveying. Just carefully survey a small pond. And then the last and final trophy I wanted to get through this miscellaneous run was What Are You Doing? That was a backtracking one too many times.
Let's turn up the heat.
So now we're pushing on to get the run done in under 10 hours. And the first time you interact with Zora in the first fight, very early on in the game, you have to beat her. Now, this is not to take all of her health off, but roughly about 60%. And you will get a trophy for that. And that is strong start. Defeat Zora in the first encounter with her. So this is a miscellaneous that I missed, and luckily I was able to get this on the 3rd mission, and that was for doing the puzzle without revealing the mural. So don't get the left and the right stones unlocked, which is what you would do for normally the playthrough. You need to do this without even interacting with those left and right stones. If you do, the trophy becomes void. Right, that is suspicious. Solve the statue puzzle
What?
without
No faith in
revealing
my
the mural.
superior instincts?
Someone told.
Right, so another miscellaneous trophy you can only get by playing the boss fight against Auric. Now, you will fight him early on in the game. This cannot be done in that stage because he doesn't have any other enemies with him. But when you come to fight in the second phase, which is quite late on in the story, he will drop enemies and then you can get the trophy for pushing one of those enemies into Auric. Oh, there we go. Right. No. Oh, this is not good. Hey, useful henchman. Shifted Dalsman into Auric. Happy days. Oh, get in! No hit wonder. Let's go! Defeat Zora in the final encounter without taking any damage. Happy days. Oh, this one out of the way. And Need for Speed. Finish a full playthrough in the game in under 10 hours. Hey! Finally! Demolition! Destroy Zora's magic wall. And a true vestige. Acquire all trophies in the game. Up yours, Zora! Up yours! So right guys, that is Echoes of the End done. Platinum obtained, and this game is honestly phenomenal. I'm absolutely over the joyed that I got to experience this game. The story itself was very good. It was very gripping. I sort of wanted to keep playing and playing, but you know, the streams were sort of edging on. I was getting tired, but it's all I thought of it. As soon as I got up, I wanted to play it again. I just loved it. Every single level, design wise, is totally different and unique, and it looks gorgeous. There is so much detail in this game. It's crazy. The combat, brilliant, really fluent, great set of abilities, great upgrades as well. You can really feel the difference when you start upgrading. You know, it's not just like, oh well, you know, your damage is going to do an extra 10%. Like, you can literally feel the difference. The abilities are fantastic. Like, they offer so much variety in the combat, and even the cleanup, the collectibles, they weren't that bad. The 10-hour run trophy, that's not bad either. I probably did that in about 7 hours, probably a little bit less. I did struggle with one trophy, and that was to get Zora's wall broken, and I couldn't really understand what I needed to do. I did watch a guide. There was a prompt that this one guide had, and every time I got that wall up, there was no prompt, and I just didn't know what to do. But then I found out you had to blow the wall yourself with your own power, so that's like L2 and R1, and once that appeared, you can do it, and then you'll smash the wall. And that is literally the only sort of issue I had. Everything else was quite self-explanatory. The puzzles were decent as well. There were a lot of trophies tied behind doing the puzzles without the hints, and I managed to get them done. Some of them took a while, I'm not going to lie. You know, just sometimes, especially the part with like the 8 gods, where you've got to sort of put them in line of, you know, lowest to highest. And to me, I was reading it and I read it and I kept rereading it, and it just, certain things didn't make sense, but I found it out in the end. And when I did, I was like, well, that doesn't really explain it too good, does it? But all in all, guys, if you haven't played this, this is such
a hidden gem in my eyes. It is brilliant. Get it downloaded. If you like hack and slash and puzzle and sort of linear missions, honestly, get into it. It's such a good game. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.